Hello, my friends, and welcome to Tweet Talk TV. My name is Christopher Wotecki. Hello, my friends. We just went live. Sorry about that. Welcome to Tweet Talk TV. My name is Christopher Wotecki. We appreciate you showing up. Today, we are talking Venus Prime Health with Damon Perry. He's an independent researcher and helps us by diving into some of the actual truths out there with nutrition and organics. Please welcome Damon Perry. And we also, how you doing, man? We have your sidekick here, your spiritual instigator, Danae Benton. Two of you are instigating good health. How are you, man?
Very good, very good. It's nice and hot here, and everything is going well outside. No tornadoes. That's always good.
Yeah, and you're live in Manila, right? Just kidding.
Yeah. Tornado Alley is where we are.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Tornado Alley. Yeah. So, is that something you're actually nervous about every year? Is tornadoes?
No. My wife is, but I'm not. I grew up in Tornado Alley. I was the kid outside, staring at the black sky, trying to climb on the roof, trying to see one. I've never actually seen one before, and I want to before it's all over. But I don't want to go in one. That would be bad.
You've never seen one ever? Not even driving?
I have not. I was in town with one of the worst ones in history, but I never actually got to see them. So.
Huh. Wow. I've seen them. I've actually seen them appear. Have you seen them appear today?
Yeah, I watched one take out a neighbor's house when I was a kid.
Oh, wow!
It actually wasn't a neighbor's house. It was a neighbor's barn.
Well, what state?
It was in Iowa.
Iowa, okay.
Yeah. So, but you know why that's so bad in Iowa? Because I said Illinois sucked. Yeah, so I've seen my fair share of tornadoes, and I don't know. There's something about if I was storm chasing, I think that would be one of the ultimate adrenaline rushes.
Oh yeah, I always think somebody should charge and let you go. I guess they do go on a good storm chase, but here, I mean, you could probably see one pretty quick. Just go a little north.
Yeah,
I would love to do
sit
that.
on your roof.
I've seen, you make me realize I've seen a lot of tornadoes, probably maybe 4 or 5.
Where were you at?
California?
No, not California. I have lived through an earthquake, but no, through the Midwest. I lived in Illinois, and I lived in Arkansas, and I lived, and I'm trying to think of probably the most dramatic was driving out through the country, and I think it might have been in Texas. I'm not sure where I was. I was driving, from the Midwest to the West Coast, and right out of the sky, literally right out of the sky, it just forms down. It came straight down on the road, and every car in front of me is like, shit! Woo! It's like when America's unanimous. Fuck this! It's crazy. It's just get the fuck. Everyone just turned around and was like, goodbye. So it was interesting. I've seen stuff like that. And I've seen little things start. I've seen little things in parking lots start, which is not a tornado, but you can see right there kind of how little I guess 6-foot little sand things.
Dust devils.
Oh,
dust devils. Yeah.
We used to chase those with our bikes. You ever gotten take off on your bike and get into a dust devil until it took your back tire out? Yeah.
Wow. That's a hell of a dust devil if it takes out your back tire. It's funny.
It's a good time.
So good to have you back, and good tornado talk. You're in Texas. Today's topic is very Texas-like, isn't it? It has to do with snack foods and the top 10 doomsday snacks. Is that right, Damon?
That's right. Doomsday snacks, things that are very popular and are wrecking your health and making you fat.
And is this
sapping energy?
Is this a Texas Circle K kind of perspective, or is
We don't have Circle K's. We have 7-Elevens.
Oh, you don't? What do you guys have out there?
7-Elevens.
Really? No, you have something else out there that's kind of Texan. I remember. I can't remember what it was now. It's not just 7-Eleven.
No,
something kind of
racetracks.
Some kind of Piggly Wiggly, but smaller.
Is it the one with the beaver on it?
Wiggly.
No. Those are the certain districts. Yeah. Well, all right. I'll take your word on it. I'm not trying to. But anyways, the top 10. So I guess we'll start with 10, huh?
Let's go.
Yeah, I do number 10.
Number 10 is.
Hold on. We're sharing with someone. We need to actually start the present.
Fruit smoothies.
Fruit smoothies.
Oh, shit. Sorry, when you click on it's so crappy. You click on it anywhere, it goes to the next slide. Sorry.
The Google technology, I know.
I know.
Well, we'll go ahead. We'll talk about it. Throw it up when you can.
It went off now. Okay. Hold on.
All right. Fruit smoothies are number 10. Fruit smoothies, which are super, super popular. I'm kind of an expert on fruit smoothies because back in the day, about 11 years ago, I owned a local franchise. I had 2 of them. So I was slinging smoothies, I was master at it. But a lot of people think these things are healthy because they've got fruit, and I guess the newer ones are going to have vegetables and things, and mostly fruit. But they aren't. They're far from healthy. They're just as bad as a lot of fast food type drinks. Like strawberries, a lot of these things don't come naturally. They come soaked in a big vat of sugar. And the corporations or the franchise, the guys at the top, they tell you to use all the sugar because it makes it taste great. They don't let you drain it off. So you're basically scooping, just let's say strawberries, you're just scooping big ladles of corn syrup and strawberries.
And this is at franchises?
Yeah, this franchise. I mean, it does make them taste good, but you're just getting a big giant helping of sugar. Plus, a lot of them will take like a tablespoon of cane sugar and dump it in there. So you're getting extra sugar on top of the corn syrup soaked fruit. And not all of them, but they usually use strawberries as the base. And then there's other things like Smoothie King, I'll just name a couple. They use concentrates. And so they get these big bags of pre-made concentrates, and they just hook them up to the machine, squirt them in, and blend them with some ice. The one I worked for used fresh fruit, so to speak, but only half of them were fruit. The other ones were canned and prepackaged in sugar.
Wow.
Oh,
so
so
really,
like a smoothie double agent.
Well, yeah, I mean, people would go to the gym, and then they'd come in and say, all right, give me this one that has like 10 grams of protein, and then they'd order the giant one, like huge, and then they would throw in so much stuff, and it just became, I mean, seriously, the calories in some of these things these people drink, I mean, they'll blow away. I mean, they'll rival a Big Mac easily, Big Mac and fries after they're done with it, because of the amount of sugar. Some will throw in ice cream. Some will just, they're all mix and match. So really, I mean, the only way to make a smoothie is make one at home. Just get yourself a good blender, go easy on the fruits because they're still high in fructose, and just use your own, like rice milk and whey protein, hemp protein, fresh strawberries, bananas, things like that.
Kale, spinach, get your greens in that.
Greens, just blend it all together. That's the best way to do it. And always use stevia instead of sugar.
Okay.
Stevia.
All right.
I know you don't like stevia, but stevia is a good.
No, it's okay. I'm getting used to it slowly over time as I die.
Well, hey, Chris. Hey, I do have.
Killing me.
It's fine.
I do have a sweetener I'm about to launch. It's kind of, I've got some right in this. It's in coffee right here, but I'm going to be putting it in a shaker bottle, and you're going to take it with you, put it in your purse, put it in your gym bag, and so when you get coffee or whatever, you just tap a little in there, and you're good to go. And it's so sweet. It's so sweet. It only takes about 1/8 of a teaspoon for a big giant coffee. So
and
it's
it makes bitter coffee taste good.
Yes.
Okay, we'll be the judge. You heard it here, folks.
Okay.
I've got a bag of it right here with me, but I'm gonna get it out there.
I can't say where it's from. And how do you manufacture this alternative sweetener? It's from the dung of a beetle. Great. Looking forward to it. Sounds great. All right, number 9.
Number 9. What is number 9?
9. Fruit smoothie. Chips.
No, chips. Hold on.
Yeah, this is not the 70s with Ponch and Honch or whatever talk show. This is chips.
The chips. That's where you are. Yeah, just chips. We're talking about. Actually, the Frito-Lay company is about 10 minutes from my house. It's just down the street. I've actually been inside the Frito-Lay where they actually make these things.
Be careful. You're going to be killed by an industrial spy. Be careful, dude.
You know what?
You've already let out all the smoothie knowledge, and now
I did. I took a I was there before. I was interviewing for a job, as a tech job, a long time ago. They ran me through that. They have a gigantic kitchen with world-class chefs making new flavors, and then they have an entire scientific division with PhDs, and they take X-rays of literally. They'll take a Lay's potato chip and they'll slice it micro thin, and then they'll take electron graphs of it and just blow it up in these supercomputers. And I'm like, why? What's the point? I mean, they've got.
We just have to justify our jobs.
Oh yeah, it's incredible the amount of technology they have just in just a plain Lay's chip. But
oh my
anyway,
God.
Okay.
The technology in a Lay's chip. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, so and the marketing they have behind it, of course, is appealing to everybody, and they do taste good. And the reason they taste good is because they have MSG. They've got all kinds of enhancing chemicals in there, but they're just refined carbs, GMO corn with unhealthy fats. That's basically it. That's all they are. There's nothing. What's left?
The
There's nothing good about it.
Now wait, I like. Do you guys get Juanita's chips? It's an organic corn chip.
Oh, okay, well, let me refine what I'm saying. We're not talking about the organic, the good, like the Kettle brands. I'm talking about like Frito-Lay and the big boys.
Okay, got it.
Well, yeah, so let's get the big boys, the ones that everybody are. When you pay $4 or $5, you get like a quarter of a bag.
Yeah.
So they're jerking you anyway. But there's also something I didn't know about chips is when you take like a carb-rich food and you heat it at high temperatures, it makes something called acrylamide, and that's basically a probable cancer for humans, on top of all the other good stuff that they put in the chips.
So if I were to microwave my chip, I would die of cancer? That's what you're saying?
No.
I microwave my chips, I would die of cancer?
Yeah. So yeah.
All nacho eaters are doomed.
Oh, that's what nacho means. Okay, got it.
So yeah, but no, you're saying no. Repeat that. I really didn't get that.
Which part?
The cancer from the chips.
See, okay, so when they take carb-rich foods and they cook them at high temperatures, like potato chips, there's a chemical. It's tasteless and invisible called acrylamide. And animal studies show it's carcinogenic, and they say it's probably carcinogenic to humans. So that's one reason to avoid them. Besides,
okay, so what temperature, Damon? I mean, are like higher than our body temperature, or at
when they're cooked. I think when they're cooking them, these are refined carbs. So,
okay.
I mean, the stuff
refined or designed.
Refined.
A little.
Of course, they make them in a lab, at Frito-Lay. So
that's what I'm saying. You didn't see the real lab.
No,
you were paraded through the showpiece.
The double secret lab. I did not see that.
Like, exactly.
But I did come across some. I think is it Kettle brand? They're like.
Yeah.
It says across the front, non-GMO.
Such a Texan. What is it called? Kettle? What is that shit?
Kettle?
Yeah, they're from Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah. Those are really good. I've started. I mean, when I want a chip, I'll get those. They're pretty good. You can get those.
I was in my recent grocer, good grocer, and there are so many good chips out now. So many weird good chips. I can't even remember, but there's stuff like from beans that have been pressed. There's bean chips, like where they've pressed bean crap and made it into a chip.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of weird chips out there for people who just gotta have that chip.
Yeah, and the price. The price of a bag of Ruffles is like $4, $4.50 for a small one. So you can get an organic, pretty good chip for $3. Yeah. So even the better ones are now cheaper than the bad ones.
That's true, actually. Yeah, they have kind of pushed us. That's true.
Usually the other way around. Organic is almost always more expensive than the cheap junk. But in this case, it's flip-flopped. So there's really no excuse to eat Ruffles and Doritos when there's other options.
Oh my God, a Dorito will kill you with what's on it.
Yeah, Doritos seem to me to be pretty much made in a lab, and so, and also the Frito-Lays, those are clearly, what are they? The created ones? What do they call them?
Pringles.
Pringles, yes, thank you. That's clearly a scientific experiment.
Oh yeah.
By the way they stack.
Yeah. It's like potato paste.
It's like potato dust or something like that. Yeah.
Then they shape into a cowboy hat. Hey, we've all had it.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay.
For whatever reason, hey, it's sold. So, okay, let's, I guess, move on to number 8. That was a great chip talk. And, oh, no, Steve, is it so?
Oh, no, not my muffins.
Muffins. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Yeah, every time you go to like a corporation and they have like, you know, free food, there's always muffins and pastries and things like that. So yeah, muffins are high in sugar, high in refined carbs, low in nutrition. Even if they're bran or banana nut or carrot, they're still going to have a lot of sugar most likely. I mean, there are
even bran.
Yeah, I mean, there are tons. They're just high carbs and high sugar. So I mean, there's nothing good about them. They cause your insulin levels to spike, which usually it's followed by like an energy draining crash. So these are not healthy, and you do want to avoid them unless you make your own. Here's the good part. If you want to make your own, make them with coconut flours, almond flours, you know, fresh fruits, things like that. Stevia, erythritol, xylitol, you can sweeten them with. So there are.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm giving a little bit of a warning about the coconut flour. Okay.
Okay.
It does not go straight across with like what you're used to using in your wheat flour. In any way, shape, or form. So if you're telling people to try and make a muffin with coconut flour, if you do that, you will have a thick glob o' muffin.
No, I heard. I was
Sometimes it tastes like a nut.
I was looking at people making donut replacements with coconut flour, and they said that they don't hold together. So they were coming up with innovative ways of keeping it, like baking it and then frying it in a good oil.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of Google people that are out there trying to make replacements with these nut flours and coconut flours and stuff like that.
Just saying, my experience with using coconut flour is I would use more like a rice flour in place of using like a coconut flour in that situation. The coconut flour, if you were going to replace or the place of like a cornstarch, that's the kind of thickening that coconut flour brings to the mix. It's a very gummy, very thick.
So maybe you could cut almond flours with coconut flours. Or something like that.
And then you could get some stick to it and stuff. I would definitely recommend it. But yeah, the straight across, the coconut flour pancakes, people, don't even try it.
You know, I saw something at, I think it was Kroger's organic section. They had one. It was a baking flour already blended, and I think it was rice flour or almond flour already blended for you, so you didn't have to make your own.
Good. Then they've come up with it. But yeah, here at home, we've run that experiment, and I don't recommend coconut flour.
I gotta say that like whenever organic tries to make the devil stuff, they don't do a good job. It just never. I bought some healthy muffins or something, and I was excited, and I got home and took a bite, and I was like, this tastes like shit. It's not good.
Unfortunately,
what I want.
Now, there is a company, Christopher, if you like wheat thins, if you're looking for that crunch out there.
I'm looking for a muffin.
Yeah, well, don't go for the crunchy muffin. Stay away from the crunchy muffin.
It's that deep fried taste. It's the crispy crunch.
There's a wheat
I'm looking for the crunch
out there type of cracker that is by Fireside. That's an all organic. That is really good. Those guys hit it.
What's it by Fireside?
By Fireside. It's an organic like wheat. It's like a wheat thin, but even better.
You'd be a good spokesperson if you're looking for that crunch. You got your like lawnmower hat on. If you're like mowing the lawn and looking for that crunch.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay, no, you no crunch for you till commercial.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she got hungry. She's like, I gotta go now. All right, let's move on to I guess number 7.
Number 7.
What?
Orange juice.
No.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Orange juice. Now, I will tell you, orange juice in America, most of the stuff you're looking at right there is not what I mean, it's like a Frankenstein mix of high fructose corn syrup, extra sugar, they add orange flavoring to these things to make them taste more like orange juice, and there's an amount of concentrate in there, but then there's so much other things in there. It's no better than a Coke, really. There's just too much sugar. I took a trip to Mexico. We go to Mexico every summer, but when I got down there, I got some fresh squeezed orange juice for breakfast, and it tastes nothing like those right there. It's unbelievable. It tastes like the nectar of the gods down there, and here it tastes, it's all right. But even freshly squeezed juice is still. I mean, if you drink a lot of it, big giant cups of it, it's still high in sugar. So, I mean, just these have extra crap in them versus freshly squeezed. So my recommendation is avoid juices as much as you can. If you want some, just have a small glass of it. Make it fresh. Don't go for a giant amount of it. And don't have big quarts of the stuff in your fridge for your kids to go after, like cranberry juices, orange juices. Just treat them like you would a bottle of Coke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much. I don't like that because I love orange juice, and what the fresh squeeze stuff, I don't know. Unless I'm doing it myself, I don't trust the guys that are fresh squeezing it because I never see them wash one of those oranges. Never. Ever once. And I used to work in produce. Yeah, I know what's in those boxes, people.
There we go.
Ew, what's in those boxes?
So, yeah, you don't want to know, Christopher. It's pretty gross. It's pretty, and so when they just take and dump oranges into a juicer and you think that you're getting the best of the best, yeah, think twice.
Oh, secrets they don't want you to know, huh?
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up. If you have somebody decent that is cleaning up the fruit, that's just fine. But by the time you're touching a piece of produce in the produce department, just think to yourself about 20 other people have already touched that exact same thing. So if somebody's like, "Oh yeah, it's good. I'm gonna just take this," and they have just thrown it into their face, yeah, think twice.
So like apples or something that you're gonna eat the skin.
Yeah, wash your fruit, and they recommend that you use detergent. Just rinsing it doesn't quite do it. In fact, I will, with grapes especially, I'll sprinkle them down with baking soda, and then I'll use vinegar over the top of that, and then some water, and let them float up. You'll be amazed at the amount of crap that comes off of your produce. So
oh my God, how much work do I have to do to eat?
I know. Baking soda and vinegar are your friends for cleaning.
Baking soda
your produce.
Wow.
Yeah. And just
baking
water.
Soda is cool, and that's just something we dig up out of the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just find it in big piles and we put it in a box. It's weird. I mean, one of those weird things that Earth gives. Baking soda isn't made; it's just piles of it, like salt.
That and salt.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So yes, I think that fruit juices are evil. One thing that I've known from fruit juice is that just the whole notion that whenever man pushes something to the limit, so your body would never really let grapes in it so long that it fermented into alcohol. So we really aren't supposed to eat alcohol, drink alcohol, really. And orange juice is the same way. It's like our bodies wouldn't consume that many oranges in a day. Really, we're supposed the juice in that form. It is the crack cocaine of the juice, all pulped down and all sugared out. So anytime mankind makes it more potent, it's usually not good for the system.
Usually not.
Yeah, usually. Good. All right. So
yeah, I mean, usually you're going to have an orange. You're going to take in the pulp and you're going to take in the fiber. So.
Yeah, no, and you need the others in your digestion. So, all right, so I guess let's move on to number 6. What else are you going to spoil for us?
Oh, number 6, yeah, that's a spoiler for me too.
Oh, no.
Sub sandwiches. Yeah. And this stinks because I love a good sub, I really do. But in particular, let's say Subway because it's the biggest one, and that's the one that a lot of people, when you don't want to have some greasy food, a lot of people will opt for Subway or something similar because it's healthy. But
it'll make you skinny like that big fat guy that did nothing but eat Subway for a year.
Yeah, I mean, to a point, yeah, it's probably has less calories overall than a double Big Mac with extra large fries and Coke. Yeah, but you're still, when you get a 12-inch sub, you're getting this gigantic piece of bread, which is just refined carbs, which we've already said is bad, will make you fat. And then the meats, you're getting all processed meats, so you've got the sodium nitrites, the MSG, HFSC, lots of preservatives, artificial colors, artificial flavors, yada yada, that they're putting in the meats. So just because it's meat and it's all deli meat is still not good for you. So, and then a lot of people, I mean, you'll take, the majority of people, not everybody, will take these things like a meatball sub or even a chicken sandwich, and they'll start dumping mayo across it, the sriracha sauce, they've got the ranch, and so I see people just loading it up, which is, doubles the calories on the sucker. And then you add a cookie, some chips, and a big drink, which is either going to be a soda or a diet soda, because they're trying to lose weight. So I mean, these things are just as bad as a McDonald's meal.
Oh yeah.
It could easily rival McDonald's meal easily.
Yep. And the processed meats are more apt to give me a migraine than anything. So there's something in there that is trying to kill off my brain.
No, not your brain, the calf's brain. You just happen to consume the calf that we tried to
Yeah,
sell.
well, it worked on the cow.
Right. Oh my goodness. Huh. Well, yeah. I'm trying to think about Subway sandwiches and whatnot. Like yeah, you do have this feeling that it's the healthiest of all of the fast food.
Yeah.
And
So
I guess
if you go to Subway and you need something quick, I would always get. This is what I would do: get a salad and get some, I guess, the chicken breast, and go that way and go with like balsamic and oil dressing. So I mean, that's basically the best you can do there. Just getting a chicken salad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And even that's like iceberg lettuce chicken salad, isn't it?
Right. You can throw in like spinach and stuff like that, but yeah, you do what you can do.
Okay. All right. So moving on to number 5. What?
Yogurt. Yeah, that's
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, store-bought yogurt. And I actually, lately I've been going to these organic areas of the grocery store trying to find a really good yogurt. Yoplait obviously is going to be high in sugar and stuff like that. And then you've got, like, let's say Walmart. I love to pick on Walmart. Walmart has their own brand, which is high in sugar. These things have like 25 to 30-something grams of sugar per little cup, which is huge. But they have a light version also, and of course their sweetener of choice is aspartame. So yeah, all of them do. So you have aspartame for the light, and you have a huge amount of sugar for the regular. So I was looking at things like Stonyfield and some of these organic ones, which are better, but I think the lowest I even found was about 13 grams of sugar for one. Yeah. So I mean, it's still not great. Yeah, I mean, it's better than Yoplait. Say it again?
It tastes nasty without all the sugar in it.
I know.
That's why they added so much sugar to it.
I found one that had 8 grams of sugar, and it was like maple. So I was like, oh, this has to be good. So I took it home, and it was sour. There was no flavor to it. So I had to tap in a little stevia and put some almonds in it. So your best bet besides making it yourself is finding a local farmer who makes like raw yogurt that you can get, which we have them around here.
You got a yogurt farmer?
We have there's one close by that makes raw butter and stuff, and all the stuff like eggs, buttermilk. But they actually have their own yogurts. They're little drinkable yogurts, and they've been importing them into the local Sprouts and the local Kroger. I found. So,
nice.
Well, it's not organic, I tell you that, because if it's organic, you Texans would string them up. Well, that ain't organic, boy. It ain't organic, even if I am going to Sprouts or whatever. That's funny. Now, yogurt can be. I've eaten organic yogurt, right? And again, it's just not something. Again, like yogurt is cream that comes out of a cow, sits in a canister for a long time. Again, not anything Creator would have told us to do. Yeah, for some reason, human beings sprinkle sugar on this fucking shit and eat it. What is it? Who came up with that? It's the French, I bet. The French.
Damn French.
The French are the ones that are like, let's introduce picking our nose and putting it in everything in our food. They're the ones that eat snails. They're the ones that eat all the gross shit. Some long-ass winters in France. Let me tell you, they're coming up with weird crap. All right, I guess we should go to number 4, sir. Number 4?
Number 4 is no-brainer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this goes without saying. The worst part, like at 7-Elevens and the racetrack, I see a lot of these big gas stations. They'll do soda wars. One will come out with a 79-cent, 32-ounce, 44-ounce, and within a week, the next one will say, okay, we have it for 69 cents for 44 ounces, and people just swarm to them. You'll get gas, get whatever, and they all come out with these gigantic drinks. So 44 ounces of Diet Coke or Diet Mountain Dew is pretty bad. I wouldn't touch it. But so we all know sodas are high in sugar, so these monster sizes are even worse. All diet sodas have aspartame in them, which have just aspartame alone has got 92 different side effects, and I didn't know this, but it's the #1 complaint about thing to the FDA when they get complaints. I think like 79% of their calls are about aspartame side effects. So
really?
Yeah, Chris, did you catch that show where aspartame turns into formaldehyde at 93 degrees?
Yeah.
Wow.
Aspartame turns into formaldehyde at 93 degrees. How hot is the human body?
Yeah, and how long does your Coke sit on a loading dock?
Yeah.
Huh. Aspartame sounds like an insecticide every time you say it. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, and if you have it, here's a real easy one. If people watching this don't know a lot about aspartame, or they know it's bad but they don't really know how bad, just go into Google and type in "Sweet Misery Documentary" and watch that sucker, and you'll never touch aspartame or sucralose again.
Yeah.
Sweet Misery.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was made by a neurosurgeon, so he knows what he's talking about. Okay, so on top of sugar and aspartame, you've got phosphoric acid, which interferes with your body's ability to process calcium. This is a good.
Oh.
This helps.
Do you know why they're putting in phosphoric acid? I have seen that in all sorts of sodas. Like, why do they put that in?
I'd have to look that up. I don't know what the reason is why they do that, but it helps lead to osteoporosis, softening of the teeth and the bones. Benzene.
It helps with the carbonation, if I'm not mistaken.
Almost everything they put in these things, besides like, it's always for taste or mouthfeel or marketability to keep it from being nasty or separating. Benzene. There's benzene in sodas, and the FDA limits, I think it was like 5 parts per million or per billion. And I saw a study where they tested 100 different brands, including generics, and they said they were hitting about 79 parts per billion. So they're consistently way higher than what the FDA allows. And benzene is a known carcinogen. And then you've got artificial food colors, food flavoring, and there's always studies out there saying coloring helps lead to like ADD and behavioral problems. You have sodium benzoate, which they put this stuff in everything just as a preservative, but it actually causes DNA damage. And they think that it could lead to stuff like cirrhosis of the liver, Alzheimer's disease, or Parkinson's and things like that. So sodium benzoate's bad, benzene, the colors, caramel coloring, phosphoric acid, aspartame, and sugar. So this is something that you just want to avoid.
It's poison in a can.
Absolutely, and it'll make you fat. The sad thing is most people probably would care more about being fat than all the stuff that damages your body.
Yeah, but if they did care about what was damaging their body and they quit doing that, they'd realize that their fat would go away.
I absolutely agree. But the majority of people, when they just want to get skinny, and they go opt for the giant diet sodas and the diet Cokes and diet Dr. Peppers, then they're doing a disservice to their brain because they're just killing off the dendrites and the brain cells and things like that.
Yeah.
So.
Dendrites. You know what's interesting? What are you talking about? I think, to me, soda is like cotton candy. Like it really is like cotton candy. Cotton candy, I won't even finish that when I go to the circus. It's just so sweet. It's novel. Like, I'm trying to think about when it's really novel. There are a couple of times when you just want a cold soda with a certain thing, like pizza, for instance. Some pizza and a cold soda. Some say beer, but other than that, to me, it's like a novelty now. It's just absurd. Yeah,
I used to wake up craving Dr. Pepper. I mean, that was the one thing I wanted. I used to get big giant ones because they're so cheap when you get those 32 ounces. But I avoid them like the plague now. But if I do get one, I try to get a small one, or I just try to drink a little bit of it and just throw it away if I'm really craving it.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's got something in it that like turned the South against the North. There's something really
good.
Something in there that unites everyone with buck teeth and everyone who.
Yeah,
there's something about Dr. Pepper. Like it really.
Doritos come from Texas. Dr. Pepper comes from Texas. Frito-Lay comes from Texas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, George Bush.
George Bush.
All right, let's move on to thanks.
Number 3.
Texas. Let's move on to number 3, George Bush. Oh. Sorry. Oh, no.
No, that sucks.
Don't tell me we're not the children. No, not the children.
I mean, just look at the pictures. I mean, it's all marketed for kids to want it. The colors, the flavors, the funny stuff. And I heard that everything you see on TV, the stuff they put the big money behind for the commercials, that's the stuff they make the most money on. So that's what you see.
Highest profitable, right?
That's right. That's right. And the kids get it. They want.
Yeah.
So breakfast cereals. Breakfast cereals are just.
Yeah. Go ahead.
These things are just GMO corn and high fructose corn syrup with some other stuff sprinkled in. That's basically what you're getting. Lots of coloring, lots of additives, but they're all made from GMO corn. These types. I'm talking about the kids' cereals. But even the healthier versions for adults, I mean, they usually are high in refined carbs and they're usually high in sugar. Or they have wheat, which we have whole shows based where I bash wheat. But the children's are the worst. These right here. Trix and Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, they taste incredible, but they're horrible for the kids. So what I would recommend to people, if you want to stay healthy with this stuff, just avoid them completely. Don't even bring them into the home and start eating organic oatmeal. I found some new chia oatmeal blends that they're selling over at Kroger. They actually have like 5 grams of protein in them, and they're really good. But anything like that, or oatmeal with cinnamon, stevia oatmeal with sea salt, butter, is a better choice.
Yeah.
Chime in whenever you want to.
Plus, not to mention, you're pouring into a bowl of processed, DNA milk.
Right.
Yeah.
You're getting this gigantic bowl of Cocoa Puffs or whatever it is, so it's just sugar for breakfast.
This show makes me so hungry. I just gotta tell you everything.
Yeah. I know.
I'm like starving for I'm like Fruity Pebbles, and I'm thinking to myself what I was rudely interrupting earlier was like, I remember as a kid, you eat your bowl of cereal. It's like the first period you're hungry. It didn't last more than 30 seconds.
Yeah. And do you ever notice the commercials at the very end? They'll say part of a complete breakfast, and they'll show a bowl of cereal, bowl of Fruity Pebbles, a glass of milk, which you're already getting milk in the cereal, and then an orange or a glass of orange juice and a piece of toast. That's what they're showing. Yeah. That's what they're insinuating as a breakfast, a healthy breakfast. Yeah. Carb, sugar, carb, and carb.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're like, why can't kids calm down in class?
Right. Why are they all putting on weight like crazy? It's because they're eating sugar and carbs for breakfast, and that's it.
Yeah. It's true, and it's. I'm looking at all this too. I'm thinking to myself, as a kid, like all of these brands, I can sing the song to every one of these. I swear to God, I could.
Yeah.
It's conditioning.
Pebbles, everything. Oh, it's so conditioned. I was just thinking to myself, in Saturday morning cartoons, cereals and toys are the 2 number 1 things. It's cereal, toy, cereals.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you can look here. It's like General Mills. I'm looking at the 3. Basically, you got Kellogg's, General Mills, and I think this is General Mills as disguise of an Amish guy. Pretty sure that the evil D is behind that Amish hat. Alrighty. Well, before an industrial spy kills Damon, let's move on to number 2. You gotta watch your back, man.
Oh, this one sucks. Not for me, but for everybody else.
Ooh, no. We gotta play it.
This should be a no-brainer. Everybody knows these are bad for you. A good cup of black coffee with some natural sweetener is healthy and is great for the morning time. It can speed up your metabolism, and it's not going to pour a bunch of calories on you. So, when you go to Starbucks and people are getting, I can't even speak the lingo. I'm not one of these people that goes in there and says, give me a frappa, whatever. I hear these people in front of me. I'm like, what are you saying? I'm going to have to pull out my phone and type it in to figure out what it is.
Once again, we blame the French.
Yeah, so these frappuccinos and mochas and stuff, they're all loaded with syrups and sugar, and even the skinnier versions can have artificial sweeteners. I think like a medium-sized mocha coffee drink with all the stuff is about 35 grams of sugar. That's like 9 teaspoons of sugar. So, if you actually had somebody take 9 teaspoons of sugar and just sit there and put it in your mouth, you probably wouldn't want to put this in your body. But they're wildly popular. I mean, everybody knows that. So
yeah.
Anything with whipped cream and sprinkles seems pretty fucking obvious to me. this chart. Everything in America is whipped cream and sprinkles. Oh my God! If we were ever attacked, we'd be like, "You can kill us, just don't take away our Starbucks."
Starbucks is basically crack.
Americans would be turning on each other, whoever invaded us, like just for their Starbucks. If I had a Starbucks, really, I don't give a fuck if he's my neighbor. Fuck him. Give me that Starbucks.
Whipped cream and sprinkles.
As long as I get my sprinkles. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. What's funny about this is Starbucks has talked people out of. I mean, think about it. I have a GA Venus, right? It's $4.95 a week for me to help you be happy. People are always like, I can't afford it. It's too much, Chris. I'm like, you just spent $20 on Starbucks 2 minutes ago that you will drink in 5 minutes. I'm not worth $4.95. You know, but it's amazing. Like somehow Starbucks has brainwashed us into spending a good $10-15 maybe a day.
Sure.
Wouldn't have ever spent. It's like they're probably owned by the cigarette companies. Because they stopped smoking cigarettes now.
The thing about Starbucks, besides it is good. Everybody, it does taste good, but having that logo and that thing in your hand, it's like an affordable luxury. Some people they just want to be seen with the status symbol there. Plus, they're probably hooked on it. It's like crack.
So it has replaced smoking. It's replaced that American status. You're right.
It is a status symbol.
In the 50s where it was like that kind of like thing?
Yeah.
Now it is. It is. And your little foo-foo dog.
Yeah.
When you guys go to Starbucks, what do you guys order? Like, I'm the boring guy that gets a medium drip. That's what I get.
I get a decaf.
They don't have medium.
You know what I mean.
A decaf with steamed milk. That's the way I go. Just because I'm boring.
Decaf.
You go to Starbucks for a decaf?
If I have to order a coffee, I have to have a decaf. Otherwise,
that means you have a problem because if you got to have that flavor, you're going for the caffeine. So I've never understood decaf myself.
I haven't either.
Well,
that's like going to a whorehouse and ordering a back rub.
Right? I know. Trust me. I know. But I have to have a decaf. Sorry, guys. The caffeine just jacks me around.
Chris, what do you get?
I get a grande drip. Or I will get a mocha chai latte. I'll get a chai. Actually, I get a chai latte lately. Tea latte, chai lattes I've been doing. Those are good.
Oh, they're good. Yeah, they are good.
Those are tea, yeah.
You know, I will
squirt of crap in it.
I disagree with the grande, the tall, and venti. I never say I'm also going to say give me a medium, give me a small. I never say it just on purpose, just because it annoys the hell out of me.
Oh yeah, their employees know that. They're trained for that. They're like, if the subject refuses the language, just continue.
Don't shoot him a look.
Refuses language, boop. Then your Starbucks card is like marked, boop, 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 by the NSA. He's refusing.
Hey, you know, my kids, my kids show me that there is I think it's hiddenmenu.com or Hidden Menu Starbucks. Have you seen this? I have it on my Instagram. It's like the Hidden Menu of Starbucks. So on my Instagram, will pop up this, things with green with whipped cream falling all over the place, and they'll call it something. It's not on the menu. There's all these drinks that you can order, but you got to know what they are. So you can go to Google Starbucks Hidden Menu. There's this whole plethora of stuff you can get, like a butterbeer from Harry Potter they'll make for you and things like that.
No shit.
You ask it, they won't flinch. They'll
It's
just make
built
it for
in
you.
the bylaws. I'm sure it's like the CEO somewhere's like, damn those hidden password secret. Like, what is that? Like, damn it. I'm losing 100 Starbucks a year.
Starbucks just went to Despicable Me, right in my head.
It's probably their deal with the devil. The devil's like, but here's the deal. You've got to, if they ask for a double, Harry Potter, you got to make it. Fine. The devil's like, I'm going to make it the biggest Starbucks in the world, but you're going to have to always make a Harry Potter. So, sounds like a deal devil. Okay, let's move on to number one.
Number one. Number one. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Always the Jews. You're always against the Jews. Whatever. I'm sure you could make it number two, could you? No,
it's a conspiracy.
It is.
Hey, I love bagels. I love going to Einstein, but these, this just, when you get a giant one with the schmear on top of it, you just got a gigantic, dense piece of bread. I think about 45 grams or more of carbs in one. and then you put the schmear on it. You got added sugars and fat and calories on top of it. So, long story short, bagels will make you fat. So, sucks too because bagels are awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the strawberry schmear stuff.
Oh my gosh, I know. I love these things, but yeah. So bagels, unfortunately, you got to keep. Maybe just take a little piece of one, kind of like a bulimic or an anorexic, and just take a little bite. Take a little bite and just tease yourself so you can have that flavor, but don't eat the whole damn thing. So.
Actually, most girls I know, like in the office, who are bulimics, anorexics, they basically will eat that bagel all day. And it reminds me, for the starving Jews in the desert, you ate one bagel for the whole day. That was the thing. Like, Americans had one before 11. They had one for the whole day. That's the count of time. It's enough calories to keep an entire population alive for a day.
Oh, Joe.
Bread really is. It really is. I think it's a food that was kind of designed to give you a lot of calories for, to keep your population alive. Not kidding. Bread was the same way. Bread and water can keep you alive.
A lot of these things we're showing here, they're designed to make you crave more. A lot of these additives like MSG and other things you don't know about, they're designed for you to want more, to eat more, because that's how they make more money. So, and the thing, I was looking, okay, we put all these out here to avoid. So why are they so popular? It's because the population as a whole, this is just a generic, a broad brushstroke, are not, they're sugar burners. You basically get your power for your body from sugar or fat. That's it. So the majority of us burn sugar and carbs for the power, and that's what we've become. A long time ago when people were lean and back a long time ago, there were more fat burners. So what do? Stop eating as many carbs as you can and start eating more fat, more good, healthy fats, saturated fats, actually. If you eat more protein and more saturated fats, you will get skinnier. It goes against everything you've been ingrained, because we're all ingrained. This is beaten into your head by, the conglomerates. Eat less fat, eat good grains. Even the pyramid, the RD8 pyramid, is completely ass backwards. I mean, they want you to eat a ton of carbs, and the good saturated fats are at the top. So if you eat according to the government, you will get fat and unhealthy. So you basically have to flip it over. You need more saturated fats, which goes against everything you've been taught. You need more proteins, whether it's from plants, whether it's from animal sources, doesn't really matter, just up to you. And that's basically it. I mean, you can just survive on lots and lots of proteins, tons and tons of vegetables. You eat kale and all the veggies you want, and start eating pure butter, avocados, olives, coconut oils, and you will get lean. Your body will lean out. I mean, this is basically what paleo diets are. So you see these people doing CrossFit and live and breathe paleo. Look at their bodies; they look like Spartan warriors, and then everybody else is doing low carb and gluten-free, whatever the shishi movement is of the time. So just stop eating carbs, and you'll start dropping weight. Period. Start using real butter in your food. Start using coconut oil to cook everything with. Lose the milk, things like that. So that's basically what you should do. Teach your body you train your body to be a fat burner versus a sugar burner. So if you're overweight, if you're stubborn fat just is not going away, you're predominantly a sugar burner. If you're eating bagels and donuts and dumping sugar in your coffee, you got to make some changes, and then the weight will fall off. Make sense?
Well, yeah, it makes total sense. And actually, protein is one of the big ones too. Like, probably we should do a protein show at some point.
Yeah, you know what?
Different ways of eating protein besides an animal.
Let's go ahead and tease this, because I was doing some research on Hollywood guys when they have when they have a role as a superhero, because superhero movies are huge. They make an incredible amount of money. Mm-hmm. So people like Hugh Jackman and these guys doing Captain America shows, they have X amount of months to look like a superhero. So what they're all doing, they hire $100,000 plus trainers to tell them what to do. The majority of them are doing the intermittent fasting, huge calories, but all the calories come from veggies and protein. They're eating steaks and chicken, eggs, whey protein shakes, a ton. Their body weight plus in grams per day. And then at the end of a few months, they're ripped, they're lean, their muscles are, you've seen them in the movies. That's what they're doing. Intermittent fasting, high protein, lots of veggies, and they're avoiding carbs like the plague.
Yep.
I thought it was Industrial Light and Magic. I never thought any of them actually got the fucking body. So you've been letting me here.
I could be wrong.
Hugh Jackman's a true. That guy is like really an artist. Seeing him perform, so you cannot dance like that unless you're in the gym a lot. So I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading that right before we went live. I was reading Hugh Jackman's workout and what he ate. He was eating 4,000 to 6,000 calories a day, but
oh my God,
only between the hours of 12 and 6. So that's the only time he would cram that much food. In 6 to 7 hours.
Ex-Crystal addict Robert Downey Jr. He just like gets in a metal suit, not too hard.
Attaboy.
Like he's smart. He's like, how about I'll be the metal guy? Yeah. That's a zero gym time. Yeah, just gonna be in a green screen for a couple hours a day. So, well, this has been very informative. I'm now extremely hungry and don't know what to eat. So, I want to thank you for
your time. Have a carrot stick.
There you go. There you go.
A carrot stick. Huh. Yeah. I totally. But thank you, Damon. We'll see you. We appreciate your time and we appreciate learning. And everyone, you can come on. Well, first of all, Damon, how can they find your latest products right now? They're moving around. They're going to be in lots of places. But this week, if someone wants to see what you've been talking about, where would they go?
Right now, you can get things like our newest fat burner. Just hit it at facebook.com/Venus Prime Health. At the very top, there's a store that will drop you into the store, and all the vitamins and minerals are there. The EMF pendants are there, and we just put up the fat burner, which is based off of last week's show. It's up there. It's called Neo Burn, and it's ready to go.
Cool.
I'm gonna try the fat burner stuff. I was gonna shoot a before picture, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm so fat. No, seriously, I'm gonna shoot a before picture and tell you guys if it works. No, seriously, I do feel fat. I do feel stupid shooting. I don't know how people can do the before picture.
Because you're
even in the picture, I found myself making it worse. What's that?
I'll tell you what, we'll use you as a, how about you carb up for the next week or two, eat some bagels and stuff like that every day, and then we'll take a before picture.
No, oh, there you go. No, I need to go down, but I'm trying to get my before picture looking really good. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm putting it off. Just like you clean the house before the maid comes over. But thank you.
Before picture should look horrible. You should look the worst then.
Stick it out and look pathetic.
That's right. This is the blob I am, and then show the results.
I was just a Lay's employee working in Texas until I found. All right. So, well, thank you very much, Damon. We'll see you folks next week. Live, love, be.